The time has come. The third and final presidential debate will happen tonight in Las Vegas. It will be moderated by Fox News' Chris Wallace, and it is the final chance for both candidates to reach undecided voters while standing side by side on the debate stage. And Fox's Shepard Smith joining me now to talk about the debate tonight. Chris Wallace has his hands full. He's a great guy, super smart guy, but these two candidates, Shep, are experts at pivoting off the question, and they've done that time and time again. How does it keep them on point?
It's a good question, and I have not spoken to Chris Wallace about the details of this because we're not supposed to do that prior to, so we haven't. But I've been watching Chris Wallace. I've known Chris Wallace for decades, and he's one who believes you don't have to be a fact checker tonight. The candidates can fact check each other if that's how they choose to use their time. He wants to stay out of the way, but make them answer his questions. When they begin to deviate, he's not one who asks a question and then sits back and waits for him to prattle on. He'll demand an answer. He can interrupt and demand specifics. It's not like he doesn't have control of the issues. He certainly does. And if he can keep them on point, keep them on message, we might be able to get some separation tonight, especially on policy. He'll certainly be asking about the WikiLeaks dump, the document dumps that we've been seeing recently. How could he not? And certainly some of the accusations from women in Donald Trump's life. How can he not ask that? But I'm 100% sure that tonight we'll get a lot of policy because I think Americans are screaming for it.
I think they are. I think you're right. One thing I keep hearing from people that are emailing me and reaching out to me on social media is that the media is being unfair. We're not covering WikiLeaks enough. Chris Wallace will touch on that tonight. Are you getting a lot of that out and about where you are as well, that the media hasn't been fair during this?
Things I don't pay attention to, that's the top list. We cover WikiLeaks every single solitary day. You know what it is, Kari? It's as if Arizona's playing Washington on a football game, and the commentators of the game are watching Washington get killed by Arizona. So everyone from Washington is furious with the commentators, and everyone from Arizona loves the commentators. That's us. One side is doing one thing, and another side is doing another thing, and they're mad at us for what they did. I don't care. We're here to report on this stuff. If somebody wants to go fly off the rails, we're going to have a camera on it. And if it upsets people, well, then it does. Have a nice day.
And I guess it depends where the polls are with how much the complaining is going on. And right now, Hillary Clinton's doing well in the polls. Donald Trump today saying, hey, it's a lot like Brexit. We're like Brexit. It was down 10 points going into the big vote. And look what happened in Great Britain. We are going to be the Brexit. Is there any stake in that? Did you put any stake in that argument?
All I know what to do is to stay with the scientific polls that we've used in series after series after series, to see the New York Times this morning having him with a 91% chance of winning, her with a 91% chance of winning, Donald Trump with an 8% chance of winning. That means we have to have, this has to be a turnaround Tuesday, or I should say a turnaround Wednesday. He's got to change the game tonight. And I'm just not, I don't know personally how you would do that in one night, but it's his task, and it's a big one.
Shepard, he's been so unpredictable. We've seen so many antics come out of him, and tonight it sounds like with the Kenyan-born half-brother of Barack Obama, who's allegedly going to be there, we don't know where this could go. What are some of the theories being floated of why?
We don't.
What's going to happen tonight? What's your best guess?
Well, we know that there's a man going to hold a news conference in the next hour to say that he's Bill Clinton's illegitimate son and he wants to be recognized by the Clinton family. He'll be in the audience tonight. And the campaign chairman said not that long ago, Steve Bannon, who used to be the head of Breitbart and a sort of a conspiracy theorist in his own right over time, he says that the guests we already know about are just an appetizer, that the main course of guests are going to blow people's socks off. So if what they're looking for is scorched earth, Steve Bannon is the one running it, and it could be quite a Fox 10 Arizona evening tonight. 6 o'clock is mighty early for this sort of thing. You need to get the sun down.
If you have high blood pressure, hopefully you've taken your medication before this debate, in other words,
yeah,
right,
hope
Shep?
so.
All right, well, we look forward to your coverage
yes,
tonight,
Kari,
and
sure.
It'll be interesting, that's for sure. Thanks, Shepard.
Oh, yeah.